Hey group, so this lesson here is all about how these little itty bitty cells can ultimately turn into these huge systems like digestive system and circulatory system that are so important to our body. So my goal for this is to basically just kind of tell you what each one is and kind of how they connect, all right? So let's pick a type of cell. Okay, there's all different types, nervous cells, muscle cells, so on and so forth. So for this little activity here, I'm gonna pick a muscle cell, all right? So your cell is your basic unit of living thing, okay? It's the smallest living thing inside all of our body. All right, the basic unit of all living things, our cell, okay? Easy peasy. However, one cell by itself usually isn't powerful enough to really do a whole lot, even though it's alive. It needs its friends, it needs to work together, all right? So ultimately what happens is you get these groups of similar cells, okay? So you get a whole bunch of muscle cells in the same area. Okay, when you do that, you have a whole bunch of muscle cells in the same area. Now they're more powerful. Okay, they can do a whole lot more work inside your body. When they're all together, this is called your tissue. And I underline, I bold it because it has to be the same type of cell. So a whole bunch of the same type of cell working together, that's when you have a tissue. All right, and again, you can find them everywhere in your body. Take a little piece of muscle tissue, a little piece of your lung tissue, and so on and so forth. All right? Now, you have this tissue working together, right? But now we still need to ultimately accomplish a goal. So we have different organs inside of our body. We have hearts and stomachs and brains and so on and so forth that do really, really important things. So for this example here, I'm going to draw my best drawing of a stomach. All right, stomach, which is an organ. All right, now the thing is, if you were to look inside of our stomach, it wouldn't just be all one thing. What you'd find is, you'd find a whole bunch of muscle cells or muscle tissue, because your stomach needs to move around and churn food and so on and so forth. So you have muscle tissue all over the place. But not just muscle tissue, you'd also find like nervous tissue, because your stomach has to tell your brain, hey, that we're hungry or we're full. So you have all of these nerve cells running through your stomach as well. And not just that, we'd have epithelial cells, okay? Basically like skin cells that are constantly being kind of put back together. So we add in some epithelial or skin cells here, or epithelial tissue. So if you look at your stomach, you'd see these three plus many more, but it's made up of all different tissues working together to accomplish one job, okay? So your organ is a group of different kinds of tissues working together, ultimately to accomplish whatever job they're trying to accomplish, okay? So different types of tissues. And then, if again, we take our little stomach here, the stomach isn't the only one in our body who's trying to ultimately help us digest food. We have our stomach, but then our esophagus really helps out a lot, and then our small intestine is a big part of that, and then we even have our large intestine, which also helps us with our digestive system, and a couple other pieces too. So when you have a bunch of different organs working together, and they're all basically on the same team trying to do the same goal, well, now you have a system. Okay, a group of organs working together. So this is how they all connect. Your cell, bunch of cells, tissue, bunch of different tissues make your organ, and then you get a bunch of organs working together to make a system. Digestive, circulatory, nervous, and so on and so forth. And this is how all our cells ultimately turn into systems.